Well, Dane, firstly, congratulations on your selection and welcome to the Australian Flame team camp. How are you settling to life as a senior athlete with the team?
Loving the experience at the moment. Tunbridge is so beautiful. Had such a great time already. We've been playing a couple little games just to fill in some time here and there, and training's been going well, so I feel like I'm really getting accepted as part of the team straight away.
It's your first IAAF World Championships, but not your first Australian experience. Tell us where else you've competed and how you've gone so far.
So I started with the World Youth Championships back in 2009 in Italy in Bressanone. That was my first when I finished 8th, and it was beyond all expectations. We had no idea where I was going to go from there. And then I went to World Juniors in 2010, World Walking Cup. World Juniors was really good. I finished 5th, but since then my highlights have been breaking into the senior international ranks with racing in China, Ordos, in the IAAF Race Walking Challenges, and in Spain and in Italy, where I was placing 4th and 3rd respectively.
You're the son of a two-time Olympian. Is he who got you into race walking, or is that just coincidence?
Not quite. I was always around race walking as a kid. I always was down there whenever Dave was training the young blokes and all his squad, but I never really took it up. I was more into cross-country, AFL, cricket, basketball, soccer, just about any sport, like you name it, I've had a crack at it. But yeah, it was really just a kind of a coincidental day where I was down at a regional sporting competition, and on the day I had competed in the 2, 4, 8, 15, and I had come first in all of those. And the school, I guess our school sports manager decided to come up to me and say, "Look, Dane, I know your dad has been involved in walks and you've been a bit involved." And I said, "Look, I've never even had a shot at trying to walk in my life." And she said, "Well, do you want to try the 3-kilometre regionals?" I put my hand up, said, I'll take one for the team, and I went in and I ended up winning the event and continuing from there, from regionals to states to nationals, and I decided to throw in a bit more training, and yeah, it's got me this far, so it's been such an adventure and such an unexpected journey. So,
you mentioned you've had a really good session this morning. How has training been going, and how are you feeling heading into Moscow on Tuesday?
Yeah, this morning was brilliant, just really starting to get into the stride, really starting to feel nice and smooth, sitting down in the hips, getting on the contact for walkers is what it's all about, staying down on the ground, and just feeling brilliant at the moment. I had a little bit of a doubt in my mind when I was coming into the camp, just had a little bit of problems with the foot, had to get it injected for cortisone with a bit of bursitis. That sorted out perfectly. The AA team doctors sorted me out with that, and they do an amazing job. But yesterday I did a 12 by 500 metre session, just off a 100 metre recovery walk, and I finished the last one in a 1:36, so I'm absolutely over the moon with that. For a lot of guys, that's a decent running pace, and I'm feeling brilliant, just so smooth as well. So
you're heading into Moscow as quite a young competitor. Tell us how that drives you when you're competing against those a little bit older than yourself.
Yeah, for the walks, the walking is generally a competition where you come of age at about 28 to 30, where Jared is right at the moment. He's in the prime of it, and really starting to hit his straps as a I guess an elite walker who has all this background in walking, has so much experience, and you build up the kilometres. Every year you build up a little bit more base, and you build up more and more Ks into the legs, and that's really what I'm up against, is being so new and so young to this event, that I'm up against guys who have been doing this for 10 years with so much race experience and so much kilometres in their legs, compared to myself, who we try to work more on quality kilometres rather than just trying to get as much out as we can, and I think that's why my body's held up so well to this point. So I'm really up against a big hurdle here, going up against the best guys in the world who've been doing this for the last 10, 15 years.
Well, with that in mind, what do you deem to be a pass mark performance-wise heading into Moscow? What are your aspirations for your first World Championships?
Well, I guess the dream's always the goal, and it could always happen in the walk. You never know. It's something that 20 Ks is a long way, and something that can go so terribly wrong for a lot of people. Also the disqualifications, but it's such a cutthroat event, really. you're in it and you can be out of it within the next 5 minutes. I think at the moment I would love to be able to place in a top 10, and the way that I've been shaping up with the IAAF challenges is putting me in a very nice position for that. That would be amazing, but my expectations at the moment are within. I want to be. I would consider a pass in the top 15, but I'm really aiming to get under that 10.
Well, Dane, good luck and enjoy.
Yeah, cheers. Thank you very much.